chaos. MLB, the rematch. What's happening, guys? I've got Sean Higgs, the champ. He took on Detroit Lenny. You guys tied. It was 3-2 last week. So you're back again. How's it going, Higgs?
All right. I got to get my baseball on track, man. Tough last couple of days, but it is what it is. You take dogs, you grab some unders. It's going to be – you can have a rough patch every once in a while, but it is what it is. It's gambling. It's not guarantees,
Yeah, I had a really rough day yesterday, so I'm with you, man. Sometimes you just hit that point in the season. What are you gonna do? How you doing, Detroit, Lenny? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say I tell people I'm like, listen, we're not gonna go 5-1 every day with dogs and unders. It doesn't happen that way. I'd be happy to be 54% at the end of the season. I'll be happy to be 48% because I'll still make money because we're gonna take dogs. So it is what it is. People got to understand that.
It's the beauty of the dog. You make 2 dog bets, you win one, you lose one, you still make money.
Exactly.
It's the nature of the beast. So how you doing, Detroit, Lenny? Welcome back to the show.
Thanks. Thanks for having me. Higgs, thanks for giving me another shot.
Oh, please.
I feel like it went 5 rounds and it was like a split decision. So
it was. I took a bunch of haymakers from you. It was a tough one. I was like,
I'm going for the first round knockout. That's what I'm doing today.
Listen, everybody else comes in. It's usually me 5-0 or 4-1. So you laid the punches. We tied out at 3-2. So it's.
I'm shocked because my baseball has been terrible the last 3 days, but.
Listen, you're like me. You're a dog. You're an under guy. You're gonna. It's gonna be the way it is gonna be sometimes. So I tell people you just gotta ride it out and adjust your thing. I tell people, I said, all right, going 4-2 is great all time, but how many 2-4 runs can you withstand, or a 3-15 run that's gonna come? That's gonna come. Yesterday I won 3-8 in my baseball, and I'm started out today under Cleveland 3-9, under Kansas City 3-10. I got Toronto run line 3-11, Mets run line 3-12. I mean, and I got Tampa Bay under, which hopefully hits. But that's 8 games. That's 8 under. Not people coming into chats. They can't do that. They're
if you went 5-1 every day, it'd be easy. Everybody's doing it.
I said you're going to have a bad run, and how are you going to withstand that? I mean, and these are dog. This is losing $10 a game, like even money or $16 or like low, just on the juice. That's not even favorite kind of stuff.
Yeah,
they think it's. They're done. People probably if they bet the last years of me, they're probably like, I have no bankroll left. Like, how do you bet? Like, don't bet then if you can't do that, because I'm not going to go. Who goes 14-3? You do that once, and then now I'm even. Now I'm 500. Because that's the way it works.
People are betting their bankroll every day to try and double it up.
Yeah, that's why they got to get up at 6:30 in the morning and go to work. I can roll out of bed when I want to.
Well, I got kids.
Don't be late for midday money.
I got them too, but I still sleep in a little bit.
All right, guys. Well, let's get this party started. We've got a total chaos match to attend to. So if you haven't seen the show before, I'm going to give these guys 5 baseball games that happen tomorrow on Thursday, April the 29th. They're going to tell me if it goes over or under. Whoever gets the most correct comes back next week as the total chaos champ. Sean, you are still the champ officially, so you're going to start it off. Dodgers are at the Brewers tomorrow. 7.5 is the number. What do you got going here?
Going to go under the total here. We got a little Bauer on the hill and a little Lauer on the hill for the Brew Crew. But listen, I don't know. Call me crazy. Bauer is a pretty decent pitcher, right? He's not too shabby. Comes in, takes care of business. As I've said many times about Milwaukee, I love the Brewers. The offense leaves a lot to be desired. So can this guy come in here and throw a no-hitter? Possibly. I mean, I don't see a lot of runs. I don't see Milwaukee scoring a lot of runs today. That's for sure. And Lauer on the other side, when he was in San Diego, he actually has like a winning record versus these guys. He's 5-0 versus the Dodgers in his starts in 11 games. So he's pitched well against them. Same kind of guys. This Dodger team, we know it's pretty much all right. Sort of Mookie Betts, who's a new arrival. This team's been there for quite a while. These guys, they got a good core of guys. So he pitches well against them. Obviously not intimidated. Give me the under 7.5 in Milwaukee.
All right, here we go. Lenny, what do you got going on?
I got the under as well. I did kind of question this a little bit because of Lawler. or I'm not saying his name right, but Milwaukee's pitcher. But Bauer, I really like him. I really, really, really like him. And I think you're absolutely right. This game could end up 1-0. I would not be surprised. Dodgers too, by the way. I don't know if Milwaukee could score any runs. I have no faith in their offense. But they got decent pitching too. And this guy can pitch good against the Dodgers. But I'm going with the under. Yeah. That's all I got.
That's what we're doing.
That's all you need.
So we agree, and that's a good thing. When these guys agree on a play, those tend to be the most valuable picks. So now we're talking Red Sox at the Rangers. It's 8.5. Detroit, Lenny, you're going first.
I'm going under. I'm really trying not to go all the time under. I swear I'm not. But I really like the under. And I don't know what what's his name, Martin Perez, pitcher for the Red Sox. He's terrible. I think Texas can get some hits off of him, but 8.5, I think it's a little too high. I had this game worked out to be about 7, 4-3, 5-2-ish, something like that. Boston, I don't know what their deal is, to be honest with you. Sometimes they hit the ball, sometimes they don't. They're not very consistent in my eyes, and they're on the road. So I'm taking the under.
Under we go. Higgs, what do you think about it?
I'm going on the over here just because, listen, Boston can hit the ball. We know that. Boston's got a good offense. Perez has pitched in Texas before, but you know what? This guy has almost a ERA near 5 when he was at the Rangers. Every year, 4 something. But, which is, I guess, respectable. You're playing in Texas. It's a launching pad, and his ERA is 4.40, 4.80, 4.46. So he's always up there a little bit. I'm going over. I think Boston's going to score a little bit, and Texas, even though Gibson's actually pitched pretty well, but I still see some runs being scored here. And I can see you saying it looks a little high because you don't know what you're going to get out of Boston here. They're actually, last I checked, they're beating the Mets. So maybe it's a little letdown spot for them. They come out of facing DeGrom and a big win, a big series on the road here. Maybe they're a little flat against Texas. Maybe we look to Texas as a money line play later, but I don't know. I think we'll see some runs. I'm just on runs here.
He's just on runs here. What are you going to do? I mean,
I think we'll see him. I don't know.
Go on, take the money and run, So let's talk A's and Rays. They're actually playing right now.
I was going to say that total was 8.5. Right? I saw the 8 come up. I'm like, wow, that line dropped to half a point, but that was 8.5 for Texas, right?
Yeah, 8.5 for the Rangers. Red Sox Rangers, 8.5. So now we're talking A's at the Rays, and that number is 8. Higgs, what do you got here?
I'm going under the total here, under the total. I know Oakland's pretty good. They're not a bad team, right? They're playing pretty well. But I think that Bassett's going to come. When I say regress, I mean he's going to go back to his more mean, a little better pitching than he has been. So I think a little better outing from him. McCallaghan's young, top prospect for these guys. Lefty, I know the A's hit lefty, but this is a guy they've never seen, right? We got a rookie call up here. Worst case, the thing about Tampa is I love that they can just bring guys in every 3 innings and just bring in some guy who you never heard of. You can't pronounce his name, and he throws like 98 miles an hour all the time. So I'm going to go under. The series has been pretty much like an under. The teams played to the under. So, again, the A's, as hot as they've been, they won clubbing people. They win defensively. They win with pitching. The bullpen comes through. So I'm going to go under here. I don't think they're going to really club the new guy here. So under the 8 for me.
Lenny, do you agree or disagree?
I'm going over. This is my over. I know. Sit back, relax. It's breaking news. I am going over for basically the exact same reasons Higgs just said. The rookie call up. I like betting against those guys. If he comes out and if he's nervous and gets jacked up in the first 2 innings, this thing could get out of hand. And Bassett, does he get back to form? I hope so. I liked him before, but he's got an ERA of just over 4. The Rays, they can hit the ball. The A's definitely can hit the ball. So I like it over. I'm betting basically against the call up. The kid getting the call up. I'm hoping the moment's too big for him.
Yeah, and that's a good angle too. I use that angle as well. I like a good undecided pitcher. Undecided, hits the morning, I'm like, oh, I'm just on the other side. Like, let's do this. So it's a good angle. Both of you give good arguments there. So Detroit Lenny, just so happens we're talking your Tigers at the White Sox. The number is 8. Pick your head up. You had a really good first 3 games of the season.
The season, yeah, that's exactly. We had a first good game. Yeah. We had a first one season or one series.
Didn't they win yet? They won yesterday, didn't they?
Yeah, they actually did.
I know. I had the White Sox run line.
It blew everybody's White Sox run line out of the water. It was like the one
I had the over
on yesterday, thank goodness. But I had a horrible day. I should have been on them.
I thought I wrote this game down. Probably not, because I hate writing stats about the Tigers, but I'm taking the over. I thought I wrote it down. I'm taking the over on this. I am. Just because I've been taking it this whole series with the White Sox, and it's come real close a couple times, meaning yesterday. So I'm taking the over on this one. I think I'm a homer. I am, and my bet. The Tigers bats are going to wake up, and tomorrow's going to be the day. And whatever. I'm not betting this game, but
tomorrow's going to be a great day for you when your Lions get Chase at the wide receiver spot.
See, I'm hoping it's going to be a great Detroit day tomorrow. Like, the Lions make the right pick, the Tigers beat the White Sox 9-0. That's the kind of game. That's the day I'm looking for. I'll be at my buddy's house tomorrow, 1:00. I'm ready for the draft. I'll probably be 12-pack deep by the time the first round actually starts.
Fair enough.
I'll send you a link to the live show at 8:00 when the draft comes up.
Oh, yeah, you don't want none of that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you doing anything for the draft on late night money or midday money? Or
I got like 4 or 5 buddies that are diehard Lions dumbass fans like myself. So we all get together at my one buddy's house every year for the draft and talk about how great we're going to be. And
in Vegas? You're in Vegas. Aren't you in Vegas?
Yeah.
You're Lion fans in Vegas?
Yeah. We got everybody fans in Vegas. It's the best part about living in Vegas.
Whole bar we go to that are just Lions fans. Usually about 20, 30 of us degenerate, hopeless Lions fans.
Pathetic. Keep throwing names on top of that bar.
No, I mean all of it. All of it. All bad. There's a lot of liquor involved. There's a lot of beer involved.
A lot of crime.
We're going to justify how 10-6.
A lot of hopes.
I just say a lot of Kleenex. I got to buy Kleenex stock. That place got to go crazy.
Yeah.
Higgs, what about you? What are you doing for the draft tomorrow?
Well, I'll probably do. I know we got a total chaos at 9.
Yep.
But I might do something like
that if it helps. We can change.
No, I think because like the draft. Listen, I'll come on live at maybe like 8:00 and do something. Because listen, you can't bet it, right? They close the markets down before the draft starts. It's not like you can get in there and start live betting. But I'll just put something on there if people come in and they're gonna say who should be picked and have fun like that. And everybody's gonna want some NBA game. And I'm gonna say don't bet the NBA, but they're gonna want a side anyway. So I'll do something for like a half hour for you, man. Let's get those first like top 10 picks out of the way. That's where all the fun is. And let's be honest, folks, after a dozen picks, you don't know any of these guys. Don't sit here. I mean, unless you're like a real big fan, really.
Top 10. I mean, that's it.
I can name maybe like 8 guys.
Yeah.
Maybe. I wrote some down, so I can probably do a little more. Because when I'm doing college football, I'm not looking at that stuff. That's the last thing. I don't care about that.
Fair enough.
Nobody cares about that.
Yeah.
So this game tomorrow, though, Tigers White Sox, folks, I think we're having a double header here. So we got to look for that. We got to see where Boyd and Cease go. Is it going to be the first game? Are they going to flip starters? We don't know what's going on here. But with these two, I kind of like the under just because Boyd has been pitching decent. The Tigers really haven't been hitting. Cease has been terrible. But the White Sox offense hasn't been that great. You know what I'm saying? So I was going to lean to the under here. But again, this is more, let's see what time this is. Because if this is the early game and it's 7 innings, this total is going to drop a whole run, right?
Yeah.
Detroit's been on an under run. They've been on like a 1-8-1 under run. So I'll go under the 8. But again, folks, check your pitchers, listed pitchers, times. Maybe this is the 8:00 game. Maybe they shift Boyd to the night game because he pitches better at night than he does during the day. Who knows? So got to put a little asterisk next to this to keep an eye on it.
A little asterisk. It was the later game was the one that I was, because I always like to do the last 5 games of the night when we do total chaos. So that was the one I was leaning towards.
But you don't know how they move them around. You don't know.
Yes.
So
absolutely correct. Okay, so last one is the Rockets at the Giants. The Rockets. The Rockies at the. I'm from Houston. What do you want from me? The Rockies at the Giants, and the number is 9. What are you doing here, Higgs?
Well, the Rockets. Well, aren't they playing Arizona tomorrow?
Are they?
Yeah.
Did I just put Giants?
I got them as Arizona. And it's at like 9.
I think that series is over. I think they just played.
Okay.
Is it playing 10 in a row?
I think that might. Hold on. Wait, I'm gonna fix it. Ready? There we go. All right. As you were.
I'm gonna go to the under here. I'm going to the under. The Rockies outside of Colorado, I like their pitchers. They're bad, but they're not. Listen, if it was Chi on the mound, I'd be like, all right, I have to go to over because Chi, I'm not buying into it. But I'm gonna go under here. Weaver, okay, his numbers, he's going to give up his 3 runs. I think 9 is a little too high. Both of these teams aren't supposed to be good teams this year. We've seen them score some runs. I think that's an anomaly. I'm going to go under. 9's a lot of runs. I'm going under.
Lenny, do you agree or disagree?
I don't. I'm going over. And yeah, I am because Weaver. You're right. I don't think he gives up 3. I think he gives up 4, maybe 5. And I know the Rockies can hit. In the Arizona's been on a little streak, and I'm going to ride those bats. Yeah. I like the over when I looked at this earlier today. I liked it. I actually, I almost put a bet on it already, but I didn't. But I like the over. I think Arizona's bats are hot, and I'm going to ride that. And the Rockies, they can hit the ball, but their pitching, they ain't great either. Not this matchup anyway. Yeah. So I'm either gonna lose terribly here, or I'm gonna come out of here looking like I'm a genius.
So someone's gonna go 4-1. Like the winner here is going 4-1 for sure.
No, absolutely.
Either
I'm losing the Tigers game. I'm gonna call that. I'm gonna lose the Tiger game. That's the one I'm gonna lose.
Like really, because it's either there's going to be an eruption or it's going to be like 4-2 games all over the place.
Yeah, and I'm just going to stick my head in the sand till the weekend.
Listen, it's all you could do, Letty. The days are going to be like that.
I know. Yesterday I went 1-7, and the only bet I won, Allie, was our last man standing, the Grand Salami under.
Yes, nice. I was 2-7 yesterday.
Yeah,
I had the Blue Jays and the Red Sox. At least they were both plus money bets. But.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yep, 2-7. So it happens. We can admit it. We're grown-ups. It happens to everybody. That's why it's okay to admit it, because we want you guys to know too that this is what happens. It's okay. Just get on your horse and start riding again tomorrow.
Get on your llama and start riding.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes. I love the no drama llama. So when you guys are over at picksandparlays.net, that's where you can find Sean Higgs premium picks. When you're there, use the promo code DRAFT and it'll save you 20% off the entire site. And then also don't forget winning free picks. Pop that into your YouTube. That's Sean's channel. It's a sister channel with Picks and Parlays. He does midday money, late night money, and tomorrow he's doing a draft show around 11 p.m. Eastern when the draft is getting started up. That's correct, right? That's what you said.
No, it's 8:00 my time.
Oh, it's 8:00. Okay, that's why
you're on. You're West Coast.
I'm so used to converting everything. Every freaking time I put into my life has to be converted into Eastern time. So it's
why don't they convert to our time?
Thank you. That's what I said. Why can't I say? Why can't I say 5:00 Pacific time? Why do I always have to do the math and get to Eastern? No, it's 5 Pacific. That's my show's on at 10:30 a.m. Pacific time.
Because they're talking about we're going to have one set time for everything. How would that even work? So you're reading out, you know what I'm saying? Dinner time. It's how, you know what I'm saying? It's 7 a.m. 7 a.m. is you're not even up at 7 a.m. You know what I'm saying? How is that?
just like sports in general, I know the times that I've been out to the East Coast, like the number one reason I cannot live on the East Coast, number two after snow actually, is what time games start. You know, like going to Boston to watch the Final Four, and then the game would start at 6 my time, and now it's 9 o'clock. Now I'm watching a game until midnight. You know how trashed I'm going to be by the time that game is. I'm not going to work tomorrow. You know, like it's no. I could not watch East Coast games for what time it comes on. So we can't have it all at the same time. It won't work.
God forbid anything going to overtime too.
Yeah.
And the bars close at 2 a.m. Well, at least in Michigan, it closed at 2 a.m. So the game still be going on. Now you gotta, it's all a mess. That's why I moved to Vegas, because everything's just open 24/7, and I could be a degenerate with my other people degenerates.
Yep. The land of the degenerates. All right, people, get your pen and paper out. Ronald Sanders is already ready to go. That's what I'm talking about, Ronald. So remember, when they agree, those tend to be the most valuable plays, but there was not a lot of agreeing in this one.
Yeah.
We did agree that the Dodgers goes under the 7.5 runs. Disagreeing on the Red Sox 8.5. Lenny says it goes under. Higgs is taking it over. The A's are at 8 against the Rays. Higgs is going under. Lenny's going over. The Tigers are at 8. Lenny's over. Higgs is under. He really thinks those Tigers bats are lighting up tomorrow. It's the day. And then the Rockies against the Diamondbacks, I've been told. I knew it was Weaver and everything. I'm like, sorry, my bad. Higgs is going under and Lenny is going over. So that is the jam. That's how we're getting this one done. If you guys haven't hit the like button already, please do so. Even if you're not watching us live, if this is the tape version, we love the like buttons, and leave comments into the box. Let us know who you like, who you're playing. And like I say, may the best capper win.
Good luck.
All right, everybody. Thanks for having me again, Al.
Cheers.
Thank you. Bye.